What's going on, everyone? MetalBlade427 here, and I welcome you back to the Mega Man 4 edition of Robot Rundown. This is the first of the classic series to not only have two castles for Mega Man to go through, but also pulls the very obvious fake-out maneuver, having the player think another threat other than Wily was the main villain. Also note, even though we saw Proto Man at the end of the Dr Wily Castle rescuing Kalinka, we never hear his signature whistle. In addition to that, Dr. Wily teleports in and out, a very odd thing for him to do, but his teleportation sprites are exactly the same as Proto Man's. The layout for the first stage looks pretty much like your standard Mega Man level, with various platforming, an underwater section, and the first stage in Mega Man 4 to feature the disappearing Yoko blocks. The main gimmick is that besides a Garyobi or two, this stage is full of Mets. The Met series is a familiar enemy that has appeared in almost every Mega Man game, from Classic, X, Zero, Battle Network, XZ, and Star Force. They did not appear in the Legends games, but there are a few nods to them in the ways of enemy design, and the construction workers' helmets have the same pattern on them. In Mega Man 4, the Mets are called Metall EX, and come in three varieties: walk, jump, and spin. The first two are basic Met enemies, invulnerable while under their helmet, and only take one shot from the Mega Buster to destroy. The last type, spin, is also known as Metall Dance, and is a little tougher than the others. 3 normal shots or 1 shard shot will defeat it. The other Met type is called Metall Swim, and we actually saw it in Dive Man stage. Just like the other Mets, they can be beaten with 1 buster shot, just be careful when encountering them underwater. They like to bob up and down while shooting Mega Man. Be sure to carefully observe the patterns of the Yoko blocks in the 2 rooms. This way you can successfully solve the puzzle without much trouble. Alternatively, if you are having a difficult time with this, don't be afraid to use your items. Rush Jet or Rush Coil are perfect for completing the first screen. Just destroy the Garyobi with a ring boomerang. The second screen is a little trickier, with the instant kill spikes along the way, but using the Rush Jet to cross the path and then either using the Rush Coil or Balloon item to get up top works just as well. Appropriately enough, the boss of this first stage is a giant Met called the Metall Daddy. Aside from his large appearance, he's not that much different from your standard Mets. He does have a high defense though, being from the Met line, and the only weapons that do a decent amount of damage to him are the Ring Boomerang or the Dust Crusher. It is recommended to use the rings because Mega Man can shoot more of them compared to the Crusher, and the rings can easily destroy the little Mets that the Metall Daddy happens to summon. The Metall Daddy only takes damage when he's not under his helmet, as Mets do. His main attack is jumping at Mega Man, doing 7 damage on contact. As he lands, he shakes the screen, and 4 Metalls fall from the top of the screen and rush off, each capable of doing 3 damage to Mega Man if they run into him. Keep up the offense with the Ring Boomerang to deal as much damage to the Daddy as possible, and use the slide to quickly avoid his incoming leaps. Stage 2 takes Mega Man through the main halls of Wily's castle, throwing at him even harder obstacles like rooms full of instant-kill spikes, various split paths, platforms that are just barely out of jumping reach, the need for you to either use your rush modes or items, and a bunch of enemies we've encountered so far. Speaking of which, the enemies that you will encounter in this section are Dockrons, Takentenko, Garyobi, Tauntauns, Morum, Monoroder, Mamira, and Gashapon. The boss of the second stage is called Tako Trash, an odd-looking tank that doesn't move from its perch as it attacks. In Japan, Tako means octopus, which I'm not sure how that relates to this machine, because at least to me it looks more like a pig, but I guess the face kind of has like an octopus feel to it. Its weakness is the ring boomerang, mainly because the ring can pierce through its tough tank armor. Thing to note though, even though you see that the skull barrier normally does 0 damage, you can actually glitch it by hitting Tako Trash with a drill bomb, then following it right up with the skull barrier, only doing 1 damage. The reason this happens is because the drill bomb enables Mega Man to temporarily touch the machine without taking any damage, and thus can get behind it, making the fight significantly easier. No matter what, the dive missile does no damage, and Tako is one of the only 4 bosses in the game that takes no damage from the Pharaoh Shot. Tako Trash has 2 attacks, the first being firing a fireball that travels in a straight line and doing 6 damage to Mega Man if it hits him. The second is a ball that he shoots out of the top of his head in an arc pattern. Be careful as you jump around in order to try to dodge it, because sometimes it's hard to judge where the ball goes, and you could end up taking 4 damage from it. Of course, if you so happen to touch the machine, not using the drill bomb glitch, it will do 8 damage. The Mega Man 4 Wily Castle made appearances in various comic runs, but never in another game or in any cartoon series. It appeared in the Rookman 4 manga based on this game, the Gigamex comic where it was given the name Wily City, and it appeared in issue 49 of the Archie comic series. Using the rotating platforms on the side to line up your shots, hit Tako Trash in the green gem on its head. Be sure to watch out for the ball that it fires out of its own head. The arcs can be a little difficult to dodge. With enough agility, timing, and patience, it will be destroyed in no time. The next area of the castle involves rematches with the 8 Robot Masters and a confrontation with Wily. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, be sure to like and share this video. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you can get equipped with me, Metal Blade 427. Until the second half of the Wily Castle and the finale of Robot Rundown Mega Man 4, you guys have a good one, and I will catch you all later.